Arlo and the Garden of Gradients. Arlo lived in the town of Grayville. In Grayville, every house was a dusty square, every hat was a faded circle, and every person hummed the exact same tune. Arlo often wondered why things couldn't be a little louder, a little brighter, or just a little bit different. One afternoon, while chasing a runaway ball, Arlo found a gap in the great gray wall. Behind a curtain of heavy ivy sat a gate he had never noticed before. It wasn't gray at all. It was the color of a sunset and smelled like wild strawberries. Arlo took a deep breath and pushed it open. On the other side of the gate, the world exploded into color. Trees grew in zigzags, and the grass was as soft as a kitten's ear. Sitting on a large, polka-dotted rock was someone Arlo had never met. "Hello," said the stranger with a wide, toothy grin. "I am Chroma. Welcome to the Garden of Gradients." Chroma didn't look like anyone from Grayville. Chroma wore a cloak made of shimmering dragonfly wings and boots that changed color with every step. "In this garden," Chroma explained, "no two leaves are the same shape, and no two birds sing the same song. That is what makes the garden grow." Chroma offered Arlo a snack. It was a fruit that looked like a star and tasted like a mix of popcorn and pickles. Arlo pulled a face. "It's strange," he said, staring at the fruit. "In Grayville, we only eat round bread. Round bread is safe. Round bread is what I know." Chroma laughed, a sound like silver bells. "Strange is just another word for new, Arlo. If we only ever did what we knew, we would never find anything better. Why don't you try a tiny bite? You might find a new favorite, or you might just learn what a star pickle tastes like." Arlo took a bite. His eyes went wide. It was crunchy, then soft, then sour, then sweet. He realized that while it wasn't round bread, it was wonderful in its own way. He looked at the garden and realized that the zigzag trees provided the best shade because they reached out in every direction. "I want to bring some of this back," Arlo said. Chroma nodded and helped him gather fallen stones from the creek. They weren't smooth or gray. They were jagged, sparkling, and every shade of the rainbow. Together, they tucked the stones into Arlo's pockets until they clinked like music. It was time to go home. Chroma gave Arlo a hug that smelled like rain on hot stones. "Remember," Chroma whispered, "a garden with only one type of flower is just a lawn, but a garden with everything is a masterpiece." Arlo waved goodbye and stepped back through the gate. Back in Grayville, Arlo met his friend Mira. He pulled a jagged, neon green stone from his pocket and handed it to her. Mira gasped, her eyes reflecting the bright light. "It's different," she whispered. Arlo smiled. "It is," he said, "and different is exactly what we've been missing."